Hi everyone, it's Scotty here. I had a bit of mail today, big old box. Steve, agaserviceguy, you've heard Neil mention him several times. He's been talking to me about bits and pieces he has, so I haven't opened the box yet. I'm quite excited. It's a bit like Christmas. I think it's probably from him, most likely. So we'll have a look and see what's going on in here. Also got an alternator came today for the. I decided in the end not to fanny about with second-hand bits. I decided to buy one, so that's what's goodies. Ah, yeah, look at this, look. Lots of goodies. Bloody hell. Excellent. One of my problems. Ah, yeah, that's going to be better. See that, guys, on the end? Got a good elbow on it, so I reckon I could probably use that. Even a fuel shut off as well, that's going to be handy. It's a bit, got a bit more modern than the carburetor is on this, so it's, which isn't a bad thing, that's a good thing. So we'll check that out in a minute, see what's going on there. Thank you very much, Steve, that's brilliant of you. Yeah, brilliant, that's going to be much easier. Excellent. So we'll check that out in a minute. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Loads better. So it'll be so much easier to get the throttle cable on there and all the rest of it. So that's good. Excellent stuff. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. See, make sure there's nothing lurking in the bottom of these peanuts. No, so I'll have to speak to Steve and find out what I owe you, mate, because you can't afford to give stuff like that away. That's just good quality gear. So we'll obviously talk about the postage, but I'm going to talk about what I owe you for that, mate. So we'll have a chat. Excellent stuff. Thank you very much. Ziggy said about key rings. Well, this is my key rings for the garage, and it's it's my favourite animal. If I wanted to come back as an animal, it'd be an elephant. I don't know why. I'm obviously taking on a bit of the shape already. And it's an elephant with a cupcake, so you obviously can't get any better than that. I'm a bit embarrassed, Neil, I'm sorry, mate, but that's the keyring that Neil kindly sent me, but unfortunately it took a hammering one day when we had a windy day, and the little tag floated off, so I'll have to print myself off one and repair it. Sorry about that, mate. But anyway, that's one of my key rings. And then probably an obvious one, really, but it's a key ring for my car, my Triumph Vincent de Vitesse. So yeah, that's my key rings. Prestolite Electric, isn't that an American company, I believe? So we should have some quality there. I was going to buy a cheaper version. It was about this one was about £60, £60. But I decided that seeing as Mary's going to be driving the car, there's no point on certain things. No point cutting corners, I suppose. But so that's come today. They package them well. I'll tell you, so that for nothing. I was speaking to the rep for the company that supplied it to me. We've seen that there's a Chinese version. It's the ones that are on the ones that you can buy that are sort of £35, but he wouldn't expect it to last very long, so I decided to go for the better one. So today we'll get this on tonight, hopefully. a bit of luck once I've worked out where these spacers go. I can imagine there's it's just different thickness and shims, so once I've worked out which one goes on there, and then get that fitted up. The other thing I was going to do, I've got a wiring loom. The wiring looms are quite expensive for these things, and like a lot of guys, I'm skint most of the time, so the actual cables, the wiring harness itself is pretty supple still. There's no blackening in the cable, and it's still pretty good. So the plan is to basically remove the real tatty covering, which is an old-fashioned woven covering, and replace it with some plain black cloth tape, which is the sort of thing you find on Volkswagens, etc., etc. So at least when I get it in the engine bay and it comes out up the top there, up in the larger hole, once it comes out through there, excuse me, pretty sure it comes out of there. Anyway, I'll have to look back and check it. It might be there actually. Anyway, when it comes out, it's there. When it comes out, it'll look clean and tidy and look good, so not tatty. So that's the plan with that. I'm not going to start that until I've got the new tape in my hands. But just a matter of wrapping it. It's nothing exciting really. Obviously I tagged the ends before I took them off, because I've got a memory like a bloody sieve. So anyway, that's the kind of plan for the day. Try and get some of this done, and I'll bring it back a bit later on. Cheers guys. This alternator is the one that you fit to classic minis and things. There's a big old gap on the back of by my hand there, on the back bracket. So obviously the bracket on the alternator engines are different, but just to get it fitted up for tonight. Anyway, I'm going to knock out this. There's a roll pin in the back. You can see there. I'm going to knock that one out and put this long one in for a minute. You can see how that performs. And get the bolt nice and tight. Oh look, anyway, if it looks too flimsy, I'll swap it out and make a new bracket or something. Alright guys, I've got the alternator mounted with a belt, and I've decided to go for that sort of plan. That's sort of just mocked in there at the moment for the air filter. So I think it looks quite good. So it's got I'm going to basically end up with a mix of some of Steve's bits and some of my bits. Oh, Steve as well. I just noticed as well. You were probably hopping up and down at one point if you were watching this, saying, "Don't forget the bag, don't forget the bag." Well, I found the bag obviously and got the other bits out. Thank you for the servo pipe and the banjo bolt. So yeah, this is just a crude mock-up at the moment, but it's basically going to be the elbow going into a hose going into the air filter. So so that's what we're going to go for. However, when I was looking at Steve's carburetor, I've made some differences to the newer ones. We're not going to be able to quite make this out, I don't think, from the camera, but the bore of this carburetor has got quite a taper to it compared to the old ones, which are just straight, and the bridge is slightly lower by the looks of it in the bottom. Yeah, quite a few differences the way the carb is set out. Obviously 3 bolts on these and compared to 2. Compared to 2 on the back of the other one. But they're definitely much better now than the old ones. And the old ones were hell of an improvement on the early ones. So yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to see if I can use this carburetor. So yeah, quite a few little differences. Anti-stall valves and all sorts in them now. So yeah, I'll have to have a good look. See if there's any way I can use Steve's carburetor rather than the one I got, because it does look. Well, I'll have to do some reading up on it, I think, first. But the really cool bits. I've got a cable runner, so I can mount the throttle and choke cable. So that'll be really cool. We'll find a way of working those out. Probably something a little bit like that, or whatever. I'll come out of the plan anyway. Gonna use them. That's really cool. And the servo pipe. So yeah, once again, thanks for that, Steve. And I'll be PMing you to see what we do next. All right, mate. So anyway, that's Tuesday night over in Dunwich. Is it Tuesday night? Yeah, Tuesday night over in Dunwich. And that's Scotty signing off. Cheers, guys.